What is up, y'all? It is your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a Real Housewives of Atlanta extra. You guys know that the reunion was on last Sunday, and I've already did my Real Housewives of Atlanta video, but I do want to briefly go over a couple of things. Number one, I felt like the episode was bullshit. I just felt like certain people weren't admitting to things. And let me just first start off by saying there was a segment where they was asking, is Porsha bullied? And Phaedra said, yes, she does. You know, specifically by Kenya. I totally agree with that. I think that Kenya is very jealous and threatened by Porsha. Because if you notice, her shit with Phaedra was heavier, but you were willing to forgive Phaedra, but you always have to treat Porsha with such disdain, with such aggravation, like you don't like her. You even sat up there and said that you defended Matt, but then you try to act like Porsha's so violent because she came at you as if you were not the reason why your ass got dragged across that stage. Like, Kenya is such a fake ass, lying ass bitch. You are the reason why she dragged your ass across that stage because you have that fucking bullhorn and scepter. And I'm sick of talking about it, you guys. I know it's old, but I don't like bitches that play victim. So that was something that was annoying. She's definitely jealous of Porsha because anytime you never really make peace with a person and you just always try to, make little shit into big shit. And you know, Porsha even tried this season, you guys, trying to be cool with Kenya, and you know, and she got nothing but hate. Everything was what Porsha did with somebody else. Kenya didn't allow her to come to the housewarming because of what Porsha did to Jamie. Whatever Porsha did to Jamie, that was with her. You know, and yeah, she did what she did to you, but you caused it. Then you go sit up there and say how you never got an apology for that bitch. If I was Porsha, I wouldn't have gave you shit, an apology or an acknowledgement, because your ass don't fucking deserve it. Can you fucking nuts. So yes, Porsha is bullied, and it's by two of them specifically. And even Cynthia last year was acting like a bitch towards Porsha. Talking about, I know you're not that damn stupid. You know, y'all, they all try to make it seem like this girl is stupid. And yes, she says stupid shit, but the bitch is on Dish Nation. The bitch is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She got her own hair company where she's selling her wigs, weaves, whatever. She is doing a body cleanse peel or whatever. Now, I mean, Porsha has businesses just as many as y'all. So y'all need to stop trying to act like, you know, y'all so much better to her. And then another thing is, Kenya tried to say, oh, well, shut up, Elvis. Bitch, she slamming as Elvis. Porsha was the best. You can ask most motherfuckers, the best dressed at that fucking reunion. Head to toe. That motherfucking hair was pretty. Even though it was short, and I really like the short on Kandi more than any of them. Kandi, you should get your hair back short, too. I like her. It's short hair and bobs. But, Porsha looked the best. That outfit, that hair, it fit her. Her skin was looking pretty. She did that shit. So that's what I have to say on that. Let's move on to another thing. Let's get off into Sheree talking about she was abused by Bob. Okay, number one, my heart goes out to Sheree for having to endure all that bad treatment from Bob. Yes, I feel bad for her, you know, because I am against domestic violence, period. But let's be very clear. Season 2, Lisa Wu and Nene, in particularly, I think Nene had a foundation at the time, and her and Lisa Wu spoke out about being in domestic violence situations. Sheree, where the fuck was you? You was on that season. I believe you was on that episode. Why didn't you say anything? And I do understand, you guys, it takes certain people, you know, a while to open up and, you know, so don't get me wrong. I'm not completely just coming for Sheree, because I do think that, you know, certain things that affects people differently. I do understand that. But bitch, you've been on this show for 9 motherfucking seasons. 9, 10 years by now. Why are we just now hearing about all this? Like, I could have took you bringing this shit up season 4 with the child support. You could have, like, brought this shit up quicker is what I'm saying. And another thing with Sheree, you guys, I'm not sitting up here saying, oh, well, she deserved to be attacked by Bob. Not at all, you guys. Like I said, I feel bad for that, but you could have been brought this shit up. You could have been brought this shit up. And, you know, I just felt like she had plenty of time to do this shit. And then on the other hand is, I just feel like Sheree has an image where everything is about being materialistic. Everything is about how everybody else looks at her. You know, and it's just like, I can't get with that. I don't like people like that. I think it's very fake to act like that and to, oh, well, you know, all these labels and shit. Remember the one season where Phaedra was defending her? I'm believing season 4. She had all these labels going into the courthouse trying to get child support. Even Phaedra was like, girl, you got to tone down. You can't be looking like that. You know, you can't be coming there with a brand new car and, you know, you trying to get more child support. You know, you got to learn how to play your hand. But that's Sheree. Sheree is very materialistic. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She also, she tries to live above her means. And it's just like she's not forthcoming like the rest of the ladies. Not at all. And then I'm going to also say this. This is how I know she full of shit with this whole abuse situation. Is she was on Iyanla. Y'all done saw Evelyn Lozada that opened herself up. I mean, I really felt Evelyn when she was on there. She was like one of the most realest celebrities they had on that show. And Sheree gets her ass up there acting all stuffy and cold. And Iyanla let her ass know that motherfucking house wasn't about your kids, bitch. It was about you. It was about you leaving things incomplete in your life. The whole thing with the damn clothing line, She by Sheree. I mean, she just leaves things incomplete. So she was very defensive with Iyanla when Iyanla got on her about that. But my thing is this, though. Sheree, you didn't even open up and take that journey with Iyanla. And a lot of it is because of what I just said. Now, yes, granted, you went through these bad situations with Bob where he left you for months on end. I am not at all condoning that. But at the same time, you had an opportunity to open up to Iyanla and go into more detail. And we would have got a better sense of who you are. Is what I'm saying. Sheree just comes off as stuffy and cold. Even Lisa Wu Hartwell, I believe, said that about her. You know, about her character. And she even shaded Lisa on one of the seasons where Lisa was doing a clothing line. And Sheree, she showed up late and tried to say her son had a concert. I remember that fake ass shit. You know, it's this snooty attitude of I'm better, I can do better. So I do not believe, you guys, that she really was with Bob for the right reasons. I think a lot of it had to do with money. And I do feel like when you date people specifically for that, it comes back to bite you in the ass. I mean, look at what happened with Evelyn. You know, the main reason she liked it, Ocho Cinco, is that money he had. And, you know, she probably liked his character and who he was. You know, he was funny and stuff like that. But let's be honest. These women get with these men because they got money. And then oh, well, he treated me so bad and I stayed. Bitch, you stayed for the check. Let's be clear. You didn't just stay because, oh, I didn't know no better. And then she tried to tell Andy, oh, well, her tears looked a little fake to me, you guys. Like, I didn't see them coming down. It was kind of weird. Now, I've seen Nene cry, Porsha cry. Those look like real cry. Hell, when Kandi cries, it's like it's raining. So, it's just like, Sheree, we trying to feel bad for you, but these receipts I'm pulling out, they ain't adding up. And I call them receipts because this is shit that was already on TV about you, and we already seen it and went through it. Another thing I want to get on before I get off of here is the Xscape getting back together thing. Number one, we don't really give a fuck about that, Kandi, because it doesn't come off as it being genuine. to me, it seemed like that New Edition movie came out, and then motherfuckers began acting like, oh, well, let's get back together, because now we can do a biopic. We can come out with an album. Y'all are not New Motherfucking Edition. You're not them. That group will always be classic. It gave us Bobby Brown, and then even though he was younger then, he wasn't with Whitney just yet. I mean, we still had the whole Bobby and Whitney thing kind of going on. Ralph Tresvant. Ooh, that damn Ralph, y'all. Ooh, fine as hell. Sorry. I'm getting a little off topic. Let me calm down. That damn Ralph, though. He my fave. I like him and Bobby out of the group. Ooh, I love me some Johnny Gill, too. So we'll do Bobby, Ralph, and then Johnny. We'll do that. I like Ralph, though, how he looked. He looked better than Bobby. Let's be clear. But anyways, I'm just looking like Kandi. Y'all was just on Unsung, you and these girls, and y'all was sitting up there talking about how y'all couldn't forgive each other. They was making up all these rumors against you. Now, let me say this, you guys. I am 100% for people forgiving each other. I am. But don't do the shit just for money. This shit is just for money. Just like how it looked like Riley didn't really want to sing. And they had asked her that shit at the reunion. This bitch telling some, yeah, I'm not trying to force nobody to sing because my own group is getting back together. Like, she couldn't wait to bring that up. And they didn't ask you about that, bitch. They asked you about Riley. Does she want to sing? Riley has a decent enough voice, but her personality is not there to really be an entertainer. She would really need to get comfortable with herself. And I don't know what Riley's issue is, but she comes off as a little bit more reserved than the other children. Maybe that's her personality. That's fine, but I don't think she should be doing nothing in the arts if she go be acting like that, because it's a snooze fest. We don't want to see that. We want to see people that are lively and engaged. I mean, even look at damn Kim Zolciak's daughters. They have always had personalities, and motherfuckers will look grown. And Riley can be grown at times too, but I don't know. It was just something with their personalities where you could see them being on TV versus Riley. So is she forcing Riley to be on the show? It just all looks very suspect. Xscape get back together. Now that Tiny ain't with T.I., see, that's another thing. I mean, if this shit was just genuine because you guys wanted to get back together, you guys really wanted to preserve your group, I can really get with it. But it just seems suspect all of a sudden. All of a sudden, New Edition had a successful biopic. Let's get ours done. Let's tour. But make your coin. I ain't against nobody, but just do the shit for the right reasons. Next thing, before I want to get off of here, I want to talk about Kandi's anger management. Kandi needs anger management. It's very interesting how they always try to come for Porsha, but Kandi needs to work on talking about dragging motherfuckers. I'll choke the shit out of you. Andy, talk to Kandi about getting some fucking anger management. Because this is another thing that they do. They will let certain people get away with certain things, i.e. Kenya and Kandi, and then everything else gets blamed on Phaedra and Porsha. And I don't know if y'all noticed that, but they have to really hold themselves accountable. And that's not cool. Kandi should not get away with all the shit that she says about Porsha, and she comes off as being very violent and aggressive. I just don't like when she tries to do that bullshit, because it's just fake, and bitch, you ain't gonna do nothing. Porsha probably didn't knock the shit out of you, okay? So anyways, that's pretty much what I have to say about that shitty ass reunion. I still love the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you guys, but I can't with the bullshit. I'm going to always call it out. I cannot wait till my girl comes back season 10. My girl Nene. Kim, you can stay where you at, because I don't want to see no damn daddy daycare, you and all them damn kids on my Housewives. When I watch Housewives, I want to have a drink in my hand. I want to see the nice hair that's out, the new outfits. That's what I care about. I want to see all these damn kids. I only have one kid, my damn self, so I have a limit on being bothered with kids, but we'll see how it works out with Miss Kim, honey. She did read Kenya, and I was here for that. So that is it, you guys. It is your girl, Brand New. Don't forget to let me know how you feel about all of what I just brought up. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will check y'all later.